Hey guys. I wonder if anyone's going to recognize the music today. It's definitely on theme with what we're doing. But today's super fun. I've been planning for today. It's been super exciting because I was looking up like, okay, how do I do this? How do I make this look good? And like, what's going to be the technique? And today we're going to do cell shading. We're going to do cell shading as the main theme. Yesterday we did maybe a little bit of a hint at that with Sherma, maybe just a little bit. But today we're going to push it way over the top. But this is my first time trying it, so we're going to do our best, just like with everything else. But we're gonna. I think it's gonna turn out good because essentially, it's just painting what the cartoon looks like with bold lines, and then you panel line it essentially with black. But it's, you know, you say it's easier than it sounds, that kind of thing. But I'm super excited, and it's gonna turn out great. I'm sure it is. But yeah, I'm super excited. It's still spooky themed. And does anyone recognize the music already? Can you tell me where it's from? Or anything like that? It might sound familiar. It's from a game. It's from a game series. I don't know that anybody's great with songs. I was just curious if anybody would automatically recognize it. The only reason I would is because my dad had these games when I was growing up, and I wasn't allowed to play them at first, and then I finally got to play them. But these are the Shin Megami Tensei songs. And that's going to be a model we're doing today. And it's spooky themed. Yeah, it's old. So let's see. It's going to be, let me show you. It's going to be maybe a little hard to see at first. But we're going to do jack-o'-lantern in cell shading today. He's gonna look real cool. SMT is old. This is jack-o'-lantern from SMT. He's one of the recurring monsters. And it's Jack Frost is the ice version. This guy's the fire version, but it fits because he's got a pumpkin head. Listen, I already posted that meme where it says you're not a 90s kid, you're a 30-year-old man. And I went ahead and gave up once I saw that. But super excited. This is going to be super fun. I'm going to get my reference image ready because, like I said, it's going to be. The technique is looking at the illustration, painting the lights and shadows in bold outlines in the same way that you would in a 2D, but in the 3D space. And then you can put the black panel line. So I'm going to show you what the reference is going to be. Let's see, where'd he go? I saved it just for this. Okay. So this is his color scheme. But you can already tell that you can tell where you're supposed to put light and shadow, and then where you can put the panel lines. So this is what I want them to look like, but in 3D. So we're going to do our best to make it look just like that, but in a 3D space. And that's going to involve super bold transitions, just like we saw on Sherma in certain places, but exaggerated some more. So I'm super excited about it. And it actually takes a lot of color. Like if, let's see, I'm going to put my painting cam up. See if I can move it here for a second. So you can see in the corner there, there's a ton of colors that I've got already set up. The real bone hours, but today it's real ghost pumpkin hours. Did you see what did you see it from the beginning? We're doing an SMT monster jack-o'-lantern in cell shading. That's today. And there's some little neat things about this model. The lantern moves. Yes. And then the eyes inside also move. You probably can't see it. Maybe you can see it. But those get painted and they're going to be glowy and it's going to look really cool. So I'm super excited. With Four Loko. Yeah. They move really well. And I did this on my super shitty old printer. Well, it's gonna, like, you'll see when I put color on this thing, because it looks smooth right now, but it's pretty rough on especially areas with the cape. I used a bunch of this Tamiya basic putty to fill a bunch of the slips and stuff like that. So it's not great, but it's still good enough for our purposes. But I want to, I already have a fund set aside for a new 3D printer, not a resin one, because I don't have the space, but a much better filament printer. So let's get started. So first things first, we got to decide. Let me turn the brightness down on this, just so you can see a little bit better. So first things first, we got to decide what sections we're going to do, and we need to do, just like we did on Sherma, all the base colors first. So the base color is going to be the mid-tone, because we're doing cell shading, is going to be the middle tone of whatever the color is going to be for that object. So for the cape, as we saw, it's going to be a blue, so it can't be the darkest blue like we would normally do and then work our way up, because we're going to have sort of a reverse shadow effect that we need to do. So we will start with the mid-tone that we're going to do, and that's going to be the abyssal blue here. And the cape is the largest object, so we're going to start with that. And then we'll do like the hat and then the head. Or maybe the head and then the hat, just so that we go up instead of down. Super exciting. My challenge here is going to be organizing my wet palette, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 18 colors on my little section over here. It's going to be a lot. But this is going to be super fun. Zoom in a little bit. And we've got SMT music playing. I found a playlist, the mega playlist of SMT songs. It's nostalgic for me. Sounds good. But I appreciate you chatting in the first place. 5 more grannies. Wait, is that a game? What, like, you mentioned that last time. I didn't quite understand. Is that a game that you're playing, or is that like a thing? Is that like work? IRL. Oh man. Well, I hope you win. I'm certain you'll win. I'm certain you'll win. They couldn't possibly. They couldn't possibly defeat you. Not after all the training. gonna give the people's elbow to that old lady. That's right. Exactly. No, you shouldn't say that. We're all gonna be old, and you don't want to get suplexed. You want to be gently sat down in your shower safety seat while you say that video games used to be on cartridges. And magnetic tape was used to play music at some point. And they say, "Are you fucking crazy? You sound insane right now." Magnetic tape? I like the something I like about the music for these is I love how synthy it is. It's like early synthwave. Because I don't even think that Final Fantasy had like this type of sound to it. Like early Final Fantasy, it was not like this. Early synths are so good. I'm not looking at what the song name of this is, so I don't know the exact year, but they still sounded like this. Like this could be one of like those 3DS SMT ports, but still, like they if this is what it evolved into, that means that this was like sort of the tune anyway. Yeah, it's super good. TV's the size of cabinets. Yeah, literally. That like the weight distribution is so weird that if you try and lift it, you'll die because uh, all the weight is in one corner of the object somehow. There's no way to balance it. Okay. Almost done with our first layer. This is going to take several layers to get this cape nice and even, as you can see, because the blue is semi-translucent just for the nature of its color. But we definitely need at least this layer to be really, really, really opaque. Especially for the effect that we're going for. I'm not worried about getting this on like the lamp right now. Because again, we're going to paint over that anyway. So this is your chance to be real messy. Chance to be sloppy. Doing the inside. Start now, fix. Yeah, exactly. And it'll be easy to fix because it's just one tone, and that's going to actually be the nature of this whole thing. Is that in reality, this is one of the easiest painting methods. The difficult part comes from the understanding of where to place shadow. Which is relatively easy if you're using a reference image, but if you're just trying to do like something yourself, one way to cheat and do it is to take a picture of it with light coming from whatever direction, and you can see where the light hits, and you just have to be discerning enough to understand that that's where the next level hue is going to go, instead of just like adding white, something like that. Whoop. Hat fell off. That's okay. The hat, it's probably better if it's off. In fact, you know what? Let me just take the head off. It'll be easier to do. We're taking it apart. Ah, the whole body came off. There we go. Wish we could keep it visible, but that's okay. But it'll be easier to do it this way. We get some extra convenience with models like this, because you can actually take it apart midway because it sort of snaps together. This way we can get all the little nooks and crannies that we couldn't see before, including that little head post. It's pretty satisfying to just kind of slop paint on models like this. A pretty welcome break from... It's not that this isn't going to be detailed, but the slopping paint on is pretty satisfying when you get to do it. Oh, no problem, man. Oh, and we are going to finish this model today, too. Just like yesterday. We're doing a beginning to end, no breaks stream. Oh, yeah. It's one of those techniques where it looks really cool when it's done, but it's for sure one of the easier methods if you know where to place the light, because some people really struggle with that, others don't. I think we have a pretty good understanding. Okay, first layer. Yes, it will be, and don't worry about getting blue on the hand right now. We're gonna repaint that in its glove color in a little bit, but we're just getting that initial layers of stuff on. So we will have fun with this. We truly will. I'm super excited about it. Need some more. Man, also nice to use more than like a drip of paint. This is very satisfying. One of those, like, it's viscerally satisfying to do. There we go. Starting to get more even, seeing less of that white coming through. There we go. Okay. Do one more quick layer in the underneath, and then we'll move on to the head, which is going to be its own color. Because the cape is pretty open, you will see underneath, so it is important to get this well covered. This song is interesting. I think this is like an exploration song, it sounds like. It's not a battle theme. It's like you're walking through the hallways or something. Hey, hey. What's going on, Short Bro? We're doing cell shading today on a SMT character, Jack-o'-lantern. We're gonna put them all together after we're done putting the initial layers on. Super excited. It's gonna look like this. It is wicked cool. I love SMT. That was my original like RPG series growing up. I was like, I'm too edgy for Final Fantasy. I want something called Digital Devil Hunter. Or if you're really edgy, remember the ones that were Bible, like they had Bible in the name. Oh God, I forget. But they were on like Game Boy. And they were like, no, these are demons. The enemies are demons, and the setting is demons. We're not playing. It's not fake. It's not Genova science spirits. No. Evil. Ontological evil. We're talking about earth spirits. And you know, should we really control nature? No. Talk about high schoolers doing Ouija boards for real. Okay. When I think about it, in the like for real, like that was a pretty ridiculous premise back then. Yeah, this game is about a half demon guy that kills demons in hell. And not metaphorical hell. Oh jeez. Spirit boxes. Oh God. I've never myself, and I don't want to. I do not want to. I already told you that story about my friggin' grandma's house where I was like, something's outside the window. 100% sure of it. No, 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 no. I'm uninterested. Miss me with that shit. High school. You have you guys seen that movie? Oh God, it's the movie. It is the movie about the high school kids doing that, but it was with the mannequin hand. That was a legitimately good movie. Where they is it Grab Onto Me? Grab Onto Me. That's a really good movie. I actually super enjoyed that. It was actually a good premise. Maybe not the best explanation of that phenomenon, but super well done. Like, you wouldn't expect it to be that well done. I was pleasantly surprised with that. Okay, I'm gonna do the head a little bit here. I am gonna do the bottom, just holding it like this, and then I'm gonna stick it on, just so that I have a little more control. And we're gonna use the mid orange burning ore. It's worth it. I think it's streaming on. Oh, actually, maybe it's not anymore. I don't know. I'm sure you just find it on lookmovies2.to. I mean, legitimate website. I mean the purchase it on Amazon Prime. Purchase it using your Amazon Prime account. Please don't. Please, Jeffy B, don't ban me. Wearing pants for. Oh, my brown sweatpants. Listen, we're professionals. Jeffy B, what he likes to be called? I have no idea. Probably likes to be called whatever he likes to be called by his wife. Not gonna ask. This is a good orange. Actually, CEO Bezos Bucks. Exactly. I'm actually just putting my finger in the head hole. Don't clip that. No, that's Todd Howard. That's our eternal disappointment, Todd Howard. Do you think Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be good? I don't. I'm going in with zero expectations. What's the over under on that for you guys? Are you going to be sad, or are you going to buy? Are you going to buy when the new generation of consoles come out and Elder Scrolls 6 still hasn't come in? Are you going to buy? Are you going to buy Skyrim for the 8th time? The newly up graphic again for the new generation console. Skyrim. You know it's coming. They'll you know what they'll do? They'll make us think that it's a Morrowind remake. That's never gonna happen. Fucking dreaming if they make that. Ain't no way. And if they do, it'll be like just an up graphic version. It'll be this. It might be the same, which would be okay. But they'll like make it shittier for some reason. The Oblivion remake was a miracle. I was genuinely like, and the shadow drop, literal marketing genius move. No hate on that. That was a good move. Bethesda was like, we need to regain some clout. We need a little bit of goodwill because that other game is not coming out this year or within this decade. Exactly. What, you didn't play Starfield? You're not a Starfield player? Nobody played Starfield. The developers of Starfield didn't play Starfield. Okay. This one is gonna dry. Good orange. Actually pretty pleased with how that orange looks. It's more orange than I thought it was gonna be. Need a little piece of paper. You played Starfield? Yeah, that's true. Their remakes are good. Their remakes, I enjoyed the Halo remakes. I have no hate on the Halo remakes. Or the Halo remasters, I should say. Okay, we gotta get this hat prepped. And then we'll put it together initially. Let's see. I probably actually need another wood dowel. I put them. Here we go. Need 2 holsters for this. Yeah. Wait, really? That's I didn't know that. They won't even take it? That's crazy. That reminds me of wait. What was the other game that did that? Fallout 76. Remember that? Remember remember West Virginia? Almost Heaven? I actually did watch that that like reveal. They milked that so good. Again, marketing is good for Bethesda. Paul Marketing or whoever is in charge of hype building is good at their job. Nobody can deny that whoever's in charge of hype building isn't doing a good job, because it's just the problem is that the end product doesn't live up to the hype. I mean, people are still talking about the friggin' the Elder Scrolls 6 teaser. Like, it's just a mountainscape, and there's full-blown like 36-minute videos analyzing it, like, oh, is this high rock? This landscape looks like, look at the fauna. And you're like, bro, relax. It's gonna be 20 years. Exactly. Oh yeah. Let's see, what do I have? Need something to grab this. Maybe I can just do it like this for now. Yeah, I'll just do it like that. Okay. I'll paint the bottom after the first layer dries. Okay. Green hat. Green skin. Base color. And then we're going to do the shadows secondarily. Yeah, exactly. I spilled one so far on, and it was on stream. It was actually last stream. I spilled an entire friggin' this. This is now almost empty. I spilled the whole thing on. I instead of twisting the top, I took the whole thing off, and then whoop, yep, whole thing right on the palette. Ruined my mixes, but thankfully the edges were still exposed, so I was able to salvage it. But that was yesterday. Of course I am. Listen, I want more seed oils in my shit. I think I should have 2 credit cards worth of plastic in my brain. Because then I can pay for more stuff. Don't even get me started on health conspiracies. Oh boy. One of my first jobs ever was I was in the whole body section of Whole Foods, and I was a supplement salesman. Oh yeah. And this is back in the day when the old CEO John Mackey was was in charge, and essentially what that means is that local people, and I mean like your neighbor, could walk into Whole Foods, talk to me and my boss, and be like, I've got supplements that I want you to sell from the shelf. And we listened to them. And they would take us to dinner and buy us wine and tell us how pure their liquid nutrition Vitamix supplement droppers are compared to Monsanto's evil such and so blend that they're poisoning America's children with. And they made it in their freaking apothecary cauldron that they would show us a picture of. But hey, we still got the dinner, you know? We'd be like, oh, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. No problem. Yeah, that's. I mean, if it's like, send us the information on your hygiene after the pitch meeting, and we'll discuss. But I can't tell you how many suburban moms were literally brewing colloidal silver and NAD plus formulas in their bathtubs. Yes, anything you say. And what's the rest of the budget for this meal? We still have another $200. Let's go ahead and get some stuff to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get another meal to go and a bottle of wine or something like that. That was a good job. That was a fun job. I learned a lot from my boss about how to just let them pitch and be quiet. I will. I gotta get them. I'm just trying. It's just spooky season, so I'm in like a theme. I could make spooky World War II historicals though. Probably. World War II or World War One. Or are we going full Napoleonic? We go in full-blown ancient history. I don't actually know. Okay. Need to make sure that this dries first before I continue. But we're making good progress here. We're almost done with our base layers. And then we get to start with the shading fun. Roman legions. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, I'll do that. Can I buy it? Is it mostly online? My local game store does not have that stuff. I know for sure. Because I did look. They have mech stuff. They have lots of indie mech things. Not Gundam, but not any historical stuff. I'll probably have to look around. If not, I'll just get it online. Roman legions would be fun though. I would totally do Roman legions. Some fucking Centauri. Oh yeah. Okay. Let that dry. Let's put the head back. Well, actually, first let's check the tape. See if we're even enough. I can use a little bit more. Hang on. This is where it's gonna get a little frustrating because you have to, because of the nature of cell shading, each layer has to be basically 100% non-translucent. It needs to be really, really bold. So if there's obvious opaque spots where white shows through or the previous color shows through, then it's not going to work. So ironically, patience is going to be the key with a simpler style because we have to layer it up. But it's worth it in the end. Need skeletons? The Roman Legion? Rome would have been a lot cooler with skeletons, you know? That's what everybody says. Okay. I think we're better. I think that'll be the final layer. Yeah, it looks nice and smooth now. Let's do the inside one more time too. And then we'll do the head one more time. Actually, the head looks pretty good. Let's... Later, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks again. Take care of the gorillas. The baby gorilla sharks. They'd be a terrifying combo. Gorilla sharks. They'd be unstoppable. You're gonna get that song stuck in my head. Fuck. Okay. Sorry if this part is just a little bit boring. I promise we'll get to some cooler stuff once we get to the actual shading portion, but we just have to, like I said, really make sure that the layers are not see-through in the least. It just requires a lot of paying attention. Okay, that looks good. Check check on our pumpkin head. Coverage on this orange is fantastic. A little bit to do there. But I was surprised at how well a red, which is normally a more translucent color, is applying to this white undercoat. It's nice. It's interesting how paints behave sometimes. Like, you wouldn't expect it, like, some dark stuff, like even black, doesn't appear well on certain colors. Whoop. There we go. Ugh, I should have filled this side better. You can really see the slipping and the scarring from my 3D printer on this side, but thankfully it's the back, so it's not super visible. You won't really see it. You know what else I like about this music? Is that this is the music that's playing with the angelic hymnals coming on in the background as the high schooler fights Beelzebub. Oh no! Looks like we have to kill Satan ourselves, guys. And then they do it. They do it for real. Okay, let's do the underside of this hat really quick. Or this is the battle between you and the angel character where they're testing you. They're like, if you're really the I don't know why the angel sounds like this. If you're really the hero of this story, then you'll be able to defeat me. Okay, getting there. Put that to the side, get some more green skin. Yeah. Oh, how original. I like that meme too. Guys, let's make a story where the angels are the bad guys. Wouldn't that be cool and original? and really stick it to normal storytelling? Where'd everybody go? I'm pretty sick of that trope. Not because it wasn't ever good. Like, a good old twistorino is fun sometimes, but not every time. Turns out, the traditionally good character is bad. Isn't that heckin' crazy, fellow Redditors? And then it's just infinite karma. All upvotes and stickers and gold coins. Remember RPGs when the hero was a sword dude with like a jewel circlet? with like a single round jewel circlet on the head. You're the hero. the hero character. Okay. Good. Let that dry some more. Yeah, Doom, perfect. You love that. That's like a oops, all crunch berries. We accidentally opened the hell portal. Now we got to fix it. And how are we gonna do that? With bullets. With bullets and brawn. Okay. Push that out a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then we'll put the hat on. We can actually start to reassemble him now. Oh man. This is a real goopy song. This is like the techno. This is like a laboratory. You're exploring a hidden lab in this song. We find out they've been experimenting with the demons in test tubes. Like you find them like, oh man, they captured them. What are they doing? Or sewer level. Sewer exploration. What are they doing in here in this secret laboratory? You find the notes. It says, put strapped car battery to demon, results inconclusive. Attempted to trap demon in Nissan Altima transmission. Slight improvement. Yeah, the lab is in the sewer. No, you were in the sewer level. You were in the sewer level, and you find like a access door, and you think it's just going to be like to another area of the sewer, but then you open it and it's like a pristine lab, and you're like, huh? What's this doing down here? Nice. And even this song is when one of the demons escaped from the big tube filled with liquid, and you came up to it and said, you investigate it, and then it goes crack. It types out crack, and then it jumps out, or you don't see, it's not animated, of course, it's still, and you're fighting one of the demons that they were experimenting on. And it's called like Experiment 005 or something like that in the title of it. What's up, Ozzy? We're talking about Shin Megami Tensei today. Because that's the character we're doing. Jack-o'-lantern in full cell shading. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I couldn't tell you what game that's from. Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. You talk about Flash games? Remember when games used to play and you used to go on a website? Remember when there were more than 4 websites that you could scroll to the bottom of the page? Flash games? You fucking kidding me? They're all still there. You can still go play them. Stickpage.com. Okay. I think we're finally just about done with the initial layers here. After this last one on the hat. The head is done, hat is done, the main body pieces are done, and then we can start doing some shading. Man, listen to this bass. Listen to that bass solo. This guy's going crazy with the bass here. Bass guitar. Bam. And the snare's keeping up with him. That fade out. Fading out because you went into the next area. And then where are we now? Where are we now? Oh no. Is this like a... This is not a safe zone. This is not safe zone music. This is dialogue music. This is, we just went into a room with a mysterious character. And they're revealing a truth. They're revealing like what the lab was for. Yeah, dude. No, this is fun. Oh man, and he's revealing the truth now. The music shifted. This is where he was like, I'm such and so, and this is the thing, and then now he's telling you what actually is happening, and it's more sinister than you thought. Dun, dun, dun. Will you join the the collective? You'll have untold power. What do you choose? You don't have a choice. This is not that heavy. The game doesn't actually let you choose. We're not fighting yet. This is still dialogue. It may have shifted into an exploration phase where he says you'll learn soon enough. He says something like you'll learn soon enough, or you'll understand you'll understand soon, and then he disappears, and now you're in that area. Not quite Ace Attorney. I wouldn't call this Ace Attorney. We're in Shin Megami Tensei exploration right now. We're in the underground. You missed the sewer music from before. Yes, no. You're in the room with a device, the demon conversion machine. Right now, this is you in the room with the device, and you can yeah, you're in the cool shop. It's a cool shop slash boss fountain, and you're choosing which of your demons that you have to sacrifice or fuse into your weapons. Yep. This is that menu theme. We gotta paint this back to its color. Actually, we'll do this while those are drying. So the lamp is going to be gray. Here's the mid-tone. the uniform gray because it's going to be a silver lamp. Not the middle, of course, but the metal portions around it. We can do that really quick. Oh man. So we finished with at the shop and now we're in a new area. Where's this? This is like the expanded underground. You just exited the sewer to find that this is a larger, more expansive either base or city that you had no idea was there. That the scientist that was tempting you to join earlier was hiding, or this is where he went into, and you're like, we gotta find out where he went. Where'd he go? He knows the answer to what to whatever the question was. Now we're exploring the super expansive underground cityscape that's under New Neo Tokyo. And you get your random encounters here. Boom, 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 boom. No boss enemies, but stronger versions of the same enemies. Like this is like up leveled variants of the demons you were facing on the surface. We're painting Jack-o'-lantern from SMT. That's why we're talking about SMT. We're doing it in full cell shading today. So we're gonna do it literally to look like this with cell shading. So that's the goal for today. I've never done cell shading myself, so this is a new technique. SMT Shin Megami Tensei. It's a old RPG series that I grew up with that I'm really fond of. It was the edgy RPG back in the day. It was called Digital Devil Summoner. Like there's a couple different branches. There's the Shin Megami Tensei series, Digital Devil Summoner. One of them had like the word Bible in it. Persona is the spinoff. This is the original. Uh-oh. This is the strong enemy. This is a mini boss. It's not a boss. This is like the Minotaur or something. This is the sprite that you saw. It's not a boss. It's a sprite it was like a visible enemy. Unlike the random encounters, you saw this one on the map. And it's blocking an intersection, and you progress to move different obstacles, and now you're finally confronting it. It's not a boss. It's a mid area boss. And it's got a gimmick. It's got null physical or something like that. It's either got null it's got null physical, or it's got null magic, something like that. Like it's got to reflect. It's got to reflect auto defense. Okay, now we'll do the glove. And the glove is actually going to be this bright pale yellow. Going to be an off-white. This is the boss because it's got a sick vocal in it. So you beat the mini boss, and then the big bad of the area. This is the area. This is the main area boss. Nice. Appreciate the lurk. Okay. I think we finally have all of our initial colors done here. Let's stick this on. Just so that we can see them put together, and then we can start our cell shading. And the last little thing, before we stick this hat back on, I do want to put the white of the eyes on it first. My white. Is that it? No. There it is. Yeah, dude. He's gonna look great. I'm super excited. We just had to do all of the initial, for the cell shading to work, we have to do all of the initial base colors super non-translucent. So they needed to have like 4 layers on them, or else it won't work. The effect, I mean. Okay. These are the eyes, believe it or not. Fix this brim here. Man, this mix is just all gas. So I wasn't expecting it to be this good. I just saw like SMT Megamix. Every single one of these songs has been absolute fire. This is what game music used to sound like. I shouldn't be such a hater. Game music is still pretty good for the most part. Okay. Let's put the hat back on. So we have a uniform guy. I think that's the Correct orientation, let me see. Check this out. So now we get to have fun with shading them up. So we've got all the base layers done, the initial stuff, and now we get to put all the lighting effects in it. He's gonna look great. The goal is to give him that cell shaded with black outlines look. So this is where we get to pay attention to essentially our reference image here. So we understand that the base color of this blue, and we have to put the dark shading plus the light shades. So I think we have a good idea. I think it would be smart to do the lighter shades first. So we'll do that. And we'll start with the cape. It's also going to be the easiest to fix. The fun part about this is that the fixing is going to be super easy because we just have to use the base color. If we like go over where we're not supposed to, that kind of thing. So let's give it a try. Okay. I need to get a new wet palette paper. I like this song too. Bing, boom, bing, boom. Oh, jeez, we've been going for an hour 16. I hope that I can finish this today. I didn't realize what time it was. Okay. We may need to split this into two. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. But we can try. We'll at least get, you know what we'll do? We'll at least get the cape done. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. But I wanna be realistic here. Okay, so the second tone is a tidal blue. This is a one level up from the, actually, we may need to go further than this. Yeah, let's go one even further. Flanks blue. Yeah, that's gonna make more sense. This is already not quite as dark as I was originally expecting. So we're gonna need to go into a lighter hue, which is fine. Give this a try. Now remember, cell shading, bold, bold, bold lines. So let's pay attention to where the grooves are. I can already see them. Yeah, okay. Big, bold areas. Big, chunky Yes, big chunky highlights. With no blending. That's the key. None whatsoever. Look at that. Yes, exactly. No, it's like that's the whole reason why I wanted to do this. It's I've never done it, and I want to kind of test my eyesight, so to speak. And that goes a little further this way. This, yeah. Okay. Looks good. Okay. Keep it rolling. I'm glad we went with this hue instead of the other one. Yeah, it's very swooshy. Because he's got no body. He's all cape. Okay. Couple more. Right here. Mm-hmm. Exactly. This goes up here. The end. This fits with the ghostly theme. Okay. Looks pretty good. A little more right there. Okay. And I see where the darkest areas will be. I can see it there. I can see it here. We put even darker shades in there. Okay, but first we're gonna just, like I said, we have to make these super non-translucent. So we gotta go over them again. I can see the dark blue through it, which is not what we want. This is the Ghost Battle theme. But it's a multi-ghost battle. Like, you're fighting several of them. Yep, exactly. Yep. Very dynamic. Okay, these might be solid enough after this layer. Okay. Now let's think about the darker section to give it that depth. I'm gonna go with the darkness. I am the knight. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, did it? Okay. Down here for sure. Mm-hmm. Actually, one right here. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And straightening out these lines a little bit. (2D, 3D). There we go. It needs these little points at the end of these to give it that extra. There we go. And then this section here. It needs to go all the way down. It's a little refining. This is me trying to, you know, understand where depth is on a piece of cloth that's flowing. Ooh, good song. Okay. Now, just so that we can do some proof of concept, we're going to use a black acrylic pen to do the outlining in some of the internal black lines, just to see how this turns out on the cape. Okay, give this a try. I've never used this pen before, so we'll see if it actually works. It's all coming together. Drop my... Hang on. Okay, this is where we get to be bold, because there's going to be black lines in the cape. Maybe one here. Okay. That. Okay. Thinking about... Yeah, this is phase 3, for sure. Yeah, it's going to go all the way down. Okay. The one up here. No. This is a marker that I got from Blick. I wish it was refillable. That'd be cool. But no, I don't think it is. Okay. Black lines, black lines. This needs to go a little further, actually. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it keeps focusing on the pen. I don't know that I can stop that. Okay. So that's where that's at for now. I don't want to do too much because I want to look at the other areas first before we continue. Boy, we do. Forgot about this little section in here. It definitely needs to be dark. Oop. The head almost came. The head almost came off. That's okay. Okay. Now where can I do? This is tough. This is where I get to be really discerning. That's in the meantime. do something else. Well, that kind of stews. Just so that we do one other small section. You gotta go? All right. Well, I'm gonna do one last little thing, and then I'm gonna call it a night too. We'll come back to this tomorrow. I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. There we go. Looking pretty good. I told you, it's gonna get, the problem is that it takes a while to get there. It looks kind of janky at first, but then then it comes together. Okay. No, we need to, no, I'm not gonna wait on that. Okay. What else? You know what? Just because we have to figure out a place to stop, I'm gonna do one last little thing. See you later, Ozzy. I'm just putting some red fluo on the eyes and letting that dry. Good morning. Halloween, yes. From Shin Megami Tensei, and we're doing cell shading. Oh yeah, doing very, very well. What do you mean? You telling me you doubted? You doubted we were gonna get there? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, don't worry. Well, I'm like holding my breath right now because I'm trying not to get black in the wrong sections. Oh, happy birthday. Thanks for joining on your birthday. I'm glad I get to share that with you. I hope you got to do something fun. Is it nighttime or is it daytime for you right now? Oh no, it's nighttime. It's like 3 a.m. I remember that. I guess you could call it early daytime. Man, that is late or early. I hope that you're sleeping okay. 3:53 a.m. Well, I'm glad that if you woke up in the middle of the night, you just said, "Oh, good, we're gonna watch some painting." I appreciate you. What do you think of our cell shading so far? This is my first time. We haven't done the lamp, and we haven't done the hat, and we haven't done the black sections of like the lines in the head yet. But we're probably not. You and Yoichi came at almost the end. We're approaching 2 hours, and I do have to go get off of this. Yes, the Four Loko, of course. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. That makes me very happy. Thank you for telling me that this was a fun part of your birthday. I appreciate it. I'll try to make it more fun in the future for you too. Almost done with this inside of the mouth. I didn't realize how long this was gonna take because I'm just trying not to get black all over the teeth. Okay. Now just a little here. There we go. Is that like a 3D modeling program? I'm gonna cheat a little bit and take the hat off so that I can do. I don't know why I didn't do it in the first place. I'm, this is gonna make this so much easier. Or at least this little eye section here. I don't know why I was trying to be fancy. Oh, okay. That's super cool. And they have is that like is that popular in France, or is that just kind of a universal thing? I've never heard of it before. But then again, I don't program games, so I probably wouldn't have anyway. Oh, really? For what kind of games? Is it just general, or is it like 3D, pixel art, or anything really? Okay, let's put the head back in, or the hat back on. I love that the eyes move. Okay. Here comes the last step for today. We're just going to do just a couple quick black lines. I'm going to use the brush for this because they're too thin for the pen. I told you this is going to turn out really, really good. I'm going to tell Yoichi that you didn't believe in me, V. And then what are you going to do? Just kidding. Okay. Oh, let me prepare. Thank you, Yoichi. Let's see. Let's see. I should have prefaced with I can't draw. No. No, I can't. I'm already messing up. And I'm doing it with permanent marker, which is always a good thing. How's that? I hope it's okay. Thank you. Oh, wait. I hope I did that okay. Big thumbs up. All right. Okay. I think this is where we're going to call it for today, you guys. I have to go to sleep. But I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll post it on the Discord and in Twitter later, along with a picture of the progress we made today. But here is where we are. This is stage 1 of the cell shading. We still have to do the hat, the lamp, and the other side of the cape. But I think he's turning out pretty great. I'll go ahead and put him back here for now, right next to all of our previous models in Smoochie. But seriously, I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out. Thank you, Jenna, for coming on your birthday. Happy birthday. I hope that it was a great time for all of you. And I will see you. We may have a bonus stream tomorrow, possibly. I'll put it on Twitter if we do. But otherwise, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Or Monday. I'll let you know. Good night.